Dear students, good morning. I am inviting you to the second lesson. Now let us start the second lesson introduction. Generally, every living organisms to required food to survive and also to perform a lot of activities. In our previous lesson, you studied our body gets all the nutrients from the digested food material. Our body made up of many cells. In ninth class, we have studied about the structure of the cell. Mitochondria is the one of the cell organelle in cell. When the nutrients absorbed by the body, these nutrients are further breakdown inside the cell in mitochondria and released energy comes under another process that is respiration. We know that food provides energy. Food cannot directly give energy to the cell. The releasing of energy from the food with help of oxygen is called respiration. Respiration leads to final digestion of the food. It takes place effectively in the presence of oxygen and some chemicals and releasing energy inside the cell. The energy is utilized to perform different activities in living things. The term respiration derived from the Latin word respire, which means breathe. Refer to the whole chain of process from the inhalation of the air to the use of oxygen in the cell. These respiration word came in 14th century before that people use the word like breathing. On that time, scientists also do not about the life process takes place in our body. The respiration is a medical term which means passage of the air and production of the body heat. Know that air is a mixture of a gases.
How could the facts about gaseous exchange be revealed? The word breathing was used earlier to refer that the air is taken in and left out. It was not even known that air is a mixture of gases, but in 18th century, Priestley and Lavoisier did a comprehensive work on properties of gases and their exchange. Let us learn how the scientists could reveal the facts about respiration. Joseph Priestley. We have already discussed about his contribution in the lesson nutrition. His contribution was about gaseous exchange between plants and other organisms. The plants give out a gas that supported burning and was essential for the survival of animals. Lavoisier. He carried out several experiments to understand the properties of gases. He has burned different materials in a water trough, closing it with bell jar. He observed that the combustion of charcoal released fixed air, which is known as carbon dioxide, whereas the phosphorus released some other gas which is different from the above said fixed air. It was also concluded that water vapor is not the substance which combines with powdered charcoal or phosphorus, but it is a substance, either air or any elastic fluid which we breathe. Let us see some more important things he revealed. He noted that the gas which is released during combustion of metal or any other substance is not equal to the gas which we breathe in. He also found a major difference between the gas which is released during breathing and the gas which is released during combustion of metal. The difference was the gas which is released during breathing precipitated the lime water, whereas the gas which is released during combustion of metal did not precipitate the lime water. After all his work, a logical conclusion was drawn by him immediately that the respirable air is being exchanged in the lungs and equal amount of chalky acid air or carbon dioxide is given out into the air. It was believed that the respirable air combines with the blood to produce red color to it. But in due course, it was found that the hemoglobin gives red color to the blood. In 19th mid-century, a textbook of human physiology was written by John Topper. He has mentioned three major points: that the chief materials which a living being receives are the material water and oxygen. The matter is useful for burning. Water and oxygen facilitate the burning. The next point was the action of these upon one another brings about all the physiological phenomena in living organisms. The next point is the body expels out during the process of respiration water, oxides of carbon, phosphorus, sulfur and others. Let us see some major events in respiration. The first step is breathing, which refers to the movement of air in and out of the lungs. The second step is gaseous exchange at lungs level, which refers the exchange of gases between alveoli and blood. The third one is gas transport by blood, which refers the transportation of oxygen from blood capillaries of alveoli to the body cells and return of carbon dioxide. The next step is gaseous exchange at tissue level, which refers the exchange of oxygen from blood into the cells and carbon dioxide from the cells into the blood. And the final step is cellular respiration, which refers that by using the oxygen in cell processes to produce carbon dioxide and water, releasing energy be used for life process. Summary. With this video, we have learned that the term respiration refers to breathing, which includes inhale, exhale and cellular respiration. Priestley and Lavoisier made a comprehensive research work in tracing out the facts about gases involved in respiration. There are majorly 5 events in respiration such as breathing, gaseous exchange at cellular level, gas transportation by blood, gaseous exchange at tissue level and cellular respiration.